My hot take is winter ain't it after the holidays. Meaning, winter sucks for the brain. I thought that was a good intro, but hey. Winter's not it for the brain. Winter sucks. Because the mentality, my brain is like, nope, we're not doing this. We're not going outside. Because guess what? It's freaking cold. Everything sucks right now. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do anything. I'm tired. I just don't want to do anything. I want to be a slug. I want to brain rot. Listen, y'all. I just think winter is it during the holidays. For sure. Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, and then New Year's. And then we move on. But when that phrase, New Year, New Me, that is impossible for people who experience winter after the holidays. And honestly, during the holidays, it ain't it. Because work, for me, work is hell during the winter holidays, okay? I have to not be thinking about anything during December, okay? When December hits at my job, I'm like, nobody talk to me for real. I need to lock in because I will be in a bad mood for 31 days. Maybe 31 days to another week for the new year. Maybe for people who go to school, right? You have to think about tests and exams before the holiday starts. And it's just like, don't bother me. I'm studying. I gotta lock in. We got all of us gotta lock in during work and school, unfortunately. And it sucks. But after the holidays, yeah, for people who experience winter, it's probably honestly worse because winter doesn't end till end of March, early April. And yeah, if you don't experience winter, props to you. That's awesome. You think, oh, winter's only for let me go to Canada for a week during the winter season and then go back to America. Yeah, I completely get that. That you want to experience the snow and the winter activities. But after that, it's just I don't want to do anything. If I'm at work and school, if I'm done my shit for work and school, you best believe I'm going to be in bed rotting on TikTok. You best believe I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to be motivated to do anything. And I'm going to sleep. I'm going to nap. I am not going anywhere. We are that one episode of Sandy Cheeks where she's hibernating. That one episode where SpongeBob and Patrick are trying to hang out with Sandy and it's snowing in her dome, in her home. And they just barge in and be like, hey, Sandy, where are you at? Why is it snowing here? And they just bother the fuck out of her. I am Sandy Cheeks. I'm a monster during the winter, y'all. And it sucks. It sucks ass. My routine during this time of the season, work, go home, and on my days off, sleep, eat, do my little crafts, bed rot, and that's it. I don't have any motivation to go out. And if you're someone who's like, oh, I'm not like that. I like going out in the winter. Props to you. Props to you. You go out and have a breakfast bagel and coffee when it's -10. Kudos to you. Oh, you want to go out to the bars when it's -20? Awesome. That's you're built different. That's awesome. Now, these feelings of not wanting to go out, you're more tired, you don't want to do anything, and it's just everything sucks right now. If that's what you're feeling, this could be either you're having winter blues or seasonal affective disorder. Now, before I get into this section of the episode, I want to make it very clear that I am not promoting, I'm not trying to self-diagnose anybody listening. I just want to talk about it, and it's something that I feel a lot of us can relate to if we experience winter after the holidays. But obviously, one has a more negative effect than the other. If you feel like you have seasonal affective disorder, do your research, look into it, and do not just watch a video about it where people just oh, if you have if you think you have this, here are the signs. Like, I don't like those videos. That is just my hot take on that. I don't like people who trying to self-diagnose people watching their content and thinking like, oh wait, maybe I do have it. Like, don't feel like you have it after watching a video. You know what I mean? Go research it. Go to a doctor. That is my 2 cents on that. Anyways, let's get into the difference between winter blues and sad. So, winter blues is a short-term feeling of sadness or lethargy, I don't know how to say that word, that many people experience during the winter. Now, seasonal affective disorder is a mood disorder subset in which people who typically have normal mental health throughout most of the year exhibit depressive symptoms at the same time each year. When I was doing research on this, in my personal opinion, winter blues is a similar feeling that all of us feel during the winter. We're just like, oh, it sucks, and like the snow sucks, like everything sucks, but you can still do things. You can still go to work, you can still go to school, you can still do your normal daily routines. With sad, it's more of a negative effect because you physically and mentally feel like you can't do anything, and you're more tired and you're more inclined not to be social. You just don't, you're just kind of like off, basically. I feel like seasonal affective disorder is like when Sandy was hibernating, just sleeping, not doing anything until spring comes around. So that's kind of like my comparison and I feel like what the difference is. Now I'm going to share ways to deal with winter blues and sad. Once again, one is different from the other, but dealing with it, finding ways to deal with both are somewhat similar. Point blank period. Number 1, talk to a family member, friends, or professional or doctor. Obviously, I feel like talking about having winter blues or feeling like you maybe have sad is a good way to talk about it, because at least you're letting it out, wishing no judgment of your friend or your family or a professional. But I just think talking about it, regardless, like in general, talking about something you're going through, it's great. Don't keep it in. Don't feel like you can't tell anybody. You know what I mean? Tell people you trust and love. And if you, again, want to look into it, if you feel like you have seasonal affective disorder, talk to a doctor about it and look into it. This next one is kind of got this idea from Emma Chamberlain's episode. I thought this was a good way to include it in here as well. Having only 2 to 3 max achievements during this season, or in everyday life, have small achievements. I think this is honestly a really good way. If you feel like, oh my God, like I don't want to do anything, but I have to do this, don't beat yourself about it. When you're on your days off from school or work, right? You want to still somewhat do something, right? You don't want to feel like, oh, I don't want to just be in bed, right? Make breakfast, or make your bed, or answer that business email. I hate answering business emails sometimes because you have to sound professional and, have to sound cut clean. And it's just like, I don't want to do this, but I have to. And if that's all you want to do, if you just want to answer that business email, awesome. You're like, okay, I'm done. Like that, I'm just going to watch a movie and call it a day. Or another thing, clean your room or do your laundry. Doing my laundry personally, when I don't do laundry, it takes up to like 2 weeks to a month for me to do it, because I do have a lot of clothes. I do need to get rid of a good chunk of it because sometimes I don't wear it. But anyways, yeah, like when I do my laundry, and it takes me like 2 to 3 hours. That's just my thing, y'all. Don't judge me, please. But yes, when I do my laundry, it takes me like 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, that's why I kind of wait for so long. But once I finish it and do it, I'm like, I did that. I really did that. I don't care what anybody says. People who judge on like, oh, you didn't do that much. Shut up. Mentally, I can't do it. Okay? I can't do 5 things in a day. People who do that, props to you. Like, good on you. But if you're someone who's like, Right. You only did like one thing. Shut up. Shut up. Doing one thing is, oh, at least I did something. At least I did one thing. Anyways, but yes, 2 to 3 achievements, like the bigger important stuff, due to 2 to 3 important achievements, and then everyday life or when you're on your days off, I say due to like 1 to 3 achievements, or even just one. The next thing is go outside when you can. When I say when you can, I don't mean, oh, just go outside. Even when it's snowing or when it's like it's a blizzard out there. No, I am not saying that at all. Because, again, if that was me, I'd be like, no, it's snowing. Why? If I don't need to go outside and it's snowing, like, I'm not about to do that. But obviously, there will be times, well, I mean, if some of you don't experience this like in Canada, there could be snow, but it's sunny as hell. And I'm like, wait, I should go outside for a walk or just go outside for like 5-10 minutes or go to somewhere like a close restaurant nearby and eat there or get a drink or coffee. I don't know. It's just my suggestions. But yeah, go outside when you can. When it's, yes, there's snow, but the sun is out and you want that sun to hit your skin. Yes. Slay. This next one, I've personally never done, but I feel like it is definitely helpful if you have the winter blues or if you have SAD, and that is light therapy. So there's 2 items of light therapy. One is the light therapy mask. The mask is a treatment that uses bright light to treat a number of conditions. That includes SAD, skin condition, and sleep disorders. And then the other one is light therapy lamp, which is basically that it's a lamp that mimics outdoor natural light. But it's not something you wear on your face. It's just like you can put it on like your windowsill and just like when you're waking up. Before you do light therapy, I also wanted to include this. It's best to talk to a healthcare provider first about light therapy. It can cause eye damage if not used correctly, or some are meant for skin disorder. So if you're thinking of wanting to try light therapy, talk to a professional, talk to a doctor, talk to a healthcare provider about it first. And if you get the green light to get it, by all means, go get it. I just wanted to include that because I saw that in an article or like the website when I was researching. So I just want to include that, and I'll just be like free, telling you, oh yes, it will cause all the problems you have during winter. No, I don't want to say that. If you have to talk to a healthcare provider, a professional, a doctor before getting a light therapy mask or a light therapy lamp. My last one of ways to deal with this is overall take care of yourself and do what's best for you at this time. It is so valid to not want to go outside during winter and you just don't want to do anything. But I can understand of the feeling like, oh, like I feel like I'm not doing anything. Like it sucks and I don't want to feel like this. It's valid though. It's so valid. It's cold. It's snowing. There's blizzards. It sucks outside. Wait till spring comes around. Point blank period. If you feel like what is best for you is to be like, nah, I'm not about to go outside, that is completely fair and valid. And that was everything on my mind, y'all, for this week episode of Real Small Talk. Yeah. If you want to keep up with this podcast on my other socials, TikTok, Instagram, and Spotify at Real Small Talk Podcast. And if you want to keep up with my small business, TikTok, Instagram at Made by Moreo. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Have an awesome time. Spring is coming, y'all. Spring is coming. I can't wait. I like spring. I like the in between. I like sweater weather. That's me. Anyways, have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.